Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I am your host, Davion, and I am joined by my boy, Matt.
What up?
My
What
boy,
up?
Oronde.
What's poppin'?
And my boy, Eli.
You.
Welcome back to a brand new episode. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. How are we doing, y'all?
I'm pretty good.
I'm all right.
Maintaining.
I'm good. Can't complain too much. But today we're going to start a new series where we go over our top 5 of all time list. But we're going to start off today with the top 5 quarterbacks of all time. Firstly, I think we're going to go in and just tell y'all our list, but not in order. Actually, let's do it in order. Who wants to go first?
I can go.
Okay.
I'll go. Okay. So from 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
5 to 1. No, 1 to 5. 1 to 5.
1 to 5?
Yeah.
Okay. My top 5 is Tom Brady,
Yeah.
Peyton Manning, Joe Montana,
Okay.
No.
Drew Brees,
Oh fuck! No, you ruined it. You said that.
Brett Favre.
Woo!
Oh whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
Let
Let me say mine. No.
Go ahead.
Let me say mine. So me and Nat got the same top 3, but for my 4th,
Say it
I
again.
put Favre. Me and Matt got the same exact thing for the top 3. But for 4, I got Brett Favre, and then for 5 is questionable. I didn't actually have a 5. I didn't want to put.
Probably gonna say Aaron
I'll
Rodgers.
give Brees 6. No, I'll give Brees 6th place. Not Roger. Roger's top 10.
All right, I'll go next.
But I said Dan Marino for 5.
No, there's no way you say Dan Marino in a top 5 of all time.
No.
There's
I
no
said
way.
Dan Marino.
There's no way. But okay, I'll say mine. Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and then my number 5 spot is like a toss-up between Steve Young. I mean, I'm sure you got to throw Otto Graham in there from the olden days. Elway, Rodgers, one of those guys could be Favre. I don't really have a 5.
Okay.
Oronde, before we start breaking each other's down. What's your top 5?
Honestly, I don't care for like that, but since it's so interchangeable, I'm Brady, Manning, Montana, 4 and 5. I don't even know, dude.
4 and 5 is tough.
4 or 5 was a toss-up.
I think you have to give
that was
Brees 4. You have to give Brees 4.
No.
Breeze.
No.
Brees is definitely top 5,
Just
I think.
just
I give him
winning
top.
percentage. I'll give Breeze 4 and then Favre 5.
Thank you.
Yeah, see?
I
Okay,
got
so
4. No.
well, only reason you're not gonna say 4 to Brees because you're a hater.
No, it's not a hater. Because I actually got Breeze in my top 5, but it's just I wouldn't put him over far.
Okay, so let's start because I have a question. What made y'all choose Manning at 2 instead of Montana at 2?
I went off passing
Montana.
yards.
Yeah, passing yards,
MVPs.
MVPs, yup.
Yes, he has less Super Bowls, but it's still
His passing percentage is better as well.
and Montana had the greatest player ever, you could argue, in Jerry Rice. So Manning, yes, had good players, was it Marvin Harrison?
Yeah, and Reggie Wayne.
Yeah, but he was putting up insane numbers. I mean, he put up 55 touchdowns at 37 years old or something.
And
in one season, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that's my reasoning why I think he's slightly better than Montana. But those you could argue
interchangeable.
2 and yeah, exactly.
See, my reasoning is, yeah, Montana's great and all, but you can honestly swap either of them, but what I give Manning the edge in is literally statistics outside of rings.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the fact that it's the forehead.
That's a big forehead.
Big forehead's an understatement, man. Like I'm not gonna sit here and get on a tangent about this man. Anyway, no, but I mean, one of the greatest careers we've ever seen in Peyton Manning, man. Almost 72,000 passing yards, 539 touchdowns, 251 picks. He played for how many seasons he played for? 16? No, was it?
He started in '98 and he retired in 2015.
Yeah, but he missed that 20. I mean, and having that next. I remember he had that neck surgery in 2011, and he was out that entire season. And then he came back the next year and won MVP, I think. Or no, he came.
So he played in total 17 years, but
yeah,
if you want to count the injury when he was out, 16.
And he came back and was second place MVP voting, and that year after the neck surgery, and then the year after that he was MVP, and isn't that the year they went to the Super Bowl? In 20.
Yeah, against Seattle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he did have a great defense at that point.
They got whooped though.
Yeah, they did.
But also, you could say he also has 14 Pro Bowls?
Yeah.
Yep, 14.
And 7 All Pros, first team All Pros to be exact.
Did Montana get in first
5
ballot?
MVPs.
What'd you say?
Did Montana get in first ballot?
He
I'm
must
sure
have.
he did, right? He had to, right?
Let me see. Where is he? And like stat wise, Montana's 21st in passing yards compared to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
It's just more. It's
super
better.
drastic.
He just have better stats than
Yeah, that's it.
That's why I put him over.
2 MVPs, 4 Super Bowls, 8 Pro Bowls, 3 All Pros, 3 Super Bowl MVPs. I don't know if he was.
Manning got 5. Super Bowl MVP. Offensive Player of the Year 2.
Yep.
2 Super Bowls. Yeah, he just got more stuff, except for the Super Bowls. But other than that, have more achievements.
Should we read out the GOAT's stats? I mean, I think he deserves it, right?
Mr. Brady?
Yeah,
We're talking about Brady.
Mr. Brady. I mean, because we've cemented him at that number 1 spot of all time now. 15-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, 3-time MVP, 7-time Super Bowl champ, 5-time Super Bowl MVP. Could be a Hall of Famer tonight if he wanted to. But easily first ballot Hall of Famer. He played 22 seasons in the NFL, and I think he has passing touchdowns, and he also has passing yards right now over Drew Brees.
He has the highest winning percentage, correct?
Yep.
For playoffs and regular season.
Yep.
Talk about GOAT. Talk about a legendary career. I don't think we'll ever see anything like this.
His best year was when he turned 40.
That's true.
MVP, Offensive Player of the Year,
Yeah.
All-Pro, and the passing title, and Pro Bowl.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
Yep. Again, he's a perennial Pro Bowler, but still.
Like, what are we doing wrong in our life? And when this old man can
don't forget he finished a career with over 1,000 rushing yards. I bet nobody had money on that.
Oh my gosh. Of course. The rushing yards. Because what, he was just over 1,000, right?
Yep, 1,124.
Hilarious. What a GOAT. But I mean, we talked about Joe Montana and Peyton Manning. Like, I hate to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy. Drew Brees, another Hall of Fame first ballot guy who will be in the Hall of Fame very soon. Because is it 7 years that you have to wait?
I think it's 5
5. Okay.
now. Yeah. But I mean, I don't get me wrong. I would have put him higher if he had a Super Bowl or an MVP, maybe.
He has a Super Bowl.
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, he does have a Super Bowl.
He has another one.
Yeah.
I mean, if he has another one, I don't think you put him higher though. I still don't think you put him above Manning or Joe.
No, you don't.
Who was that?
Drew Brees.
Breeze.
No.
Where's your quarterback?
But like, doesn't he have the most completions?
Yeah, he has completion percentage.
He like broke the record 3 times. He broke his own record like twice or something ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and because he was at, I think the record first was like 71. He like had 1 year he had 71.2. Then he came with 72, and he had 74.4, and it's just been 74.4 for the past.
So you only have to wait 5 years.
5 years.
And fans can nominate any player, coach, or contributor by simply writing a letter.
Like that's just like whenever it comes to like after that 5 years, right?
Yeah.
I think it's first ballot easily. I don't think there's a debate. There's no debate. Man,
I agree.
Talk. I mean, just talk about like a Hall of Fame career, man. Like, I think he was snobbed a couple times for regular season MVP. No, there was a couple years back, like I think 3 or 4 years back, he had a great season where let me read those stats out. Actually, I think he had like over 5,000 passing yards. He's passing 70% completions. Or what year was that? Might have been 2018, where like I think McCaffrey won MVP because he had that killer season. Was that year?
McCaffrey didn't win anything. Do you mean Michael Thomas?
No, it wasn't Michael Thomas. It was, I don't remember what year it was.
Won MVP or offensive player?
MVP. It was Mahomes. It was that year him and Mahomes went at it.
Yeah, but Mahomes deserved that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That was the year the Saints went 13-2. He's passing 74 percentage completions, 4,000 yards. He had 32 touchdowns, but then like 5 picks, like unheard of numbers, and he was second in the MVP vote. He came in his career, he came 4 times second in the MVP vote. Tragic.
Jeez.
Bruh.
That's tough.
Because he lost to Rodgers 1 year. He lost to Manning the other year. He lost to LaTanya Thomason another year. And then the Mahomes year, he lost to Mahomes. Because Mahomes had that killer season where it was like 5,000 yards. That 50 touchdown season. That's nuts. That's just unheard of. But I got a question. Like, who do we think out of the quarterbacks that we have right now, which of these future quarterbacks do we think can get into this top 5?
Mahomes.
The future QBs?
Yeah. We're talking Mahomes, Lamar,
there's
Burrow.
There's like 6 or 7 of them that are. There's 3 of them that are set up right now to succeed and at least have a really good career. Which not obviously Mahomes, Josh Allen's
Second,
good
probably.
option.
Josh Allen second.
Yeah. And third closest, I think,
Burrow.
would be no.
Wait, can we?
First?
Are we including Rodgers and like Russell Wilson or no?
If we include Rodgers, then
If you're going to say older players, then I would
Rodgers would be
Rodgers
number
and not
yeah,
Wilson.
I say Rodgers would be
Okay.
Not Wilson though.
I don't think
Not Wilson?
either. And I don't think Rodgers
Not
either.
Wilson.
I don't think he has it in him to win another playoff game. I just don't. We saw that he just couldn't do it this season or last season. And so I just feel like his time's done.
I think Rodgers gets it done.
I'm gonna let him slide because it ain't the right podcast to get on him
I
about my
think-
quarterback.
I just
I'm gonna let him
let me know when I lie.
Personally,
We're not
Let me
finna
know
start
when I.
this. We're not finna start this again.
Let me
My
know when
opinion-
you see
my
Rodgers win a
opinion on
playoff
Rodgers-
game.
We just not. And let me say the same
Hey.
thing for Breeze. You can't
He's
talk.
retired.
Just
He's
can't.
retired.
You just can't because your Breeze is the same way.
He's retired.
Breeze is the same way.
Not
Go
today.
quiet in the
But-
room. Go cry.
And he
in the room.
retired with
But-
one Super
Here we
Bowl.
go,
So let's
here we
talk
go.
about it.
Hey,
Go cry.
All right,
And,
then.
and he's
But-
still
let
better
me
than
say-
Rodgers. And he's still
Okay,
better than
how many
Rodgers.
MVPs
me
Breeze got?
say-
All right, then. Be quiet.
Why?
Better win percentage
Now that
than
we got-
Breeze in the playoffs and regular season. Let's talk about it. So let's
We're
stop
done.
talking
We're
about
done.
Rodgers.
We're done.
Hold on, wait, no.
We're done.
I want to say one more thing.
I'm done.
You're
You
gonna-
can go ahead and say what
No,
you
'cause
said,
you're
Ronnie, but
gonna
I'm
sit-
just tired of
how are you
the
gonna
hate.
sit
Stop
here
hating on
and say-
Rodgers.
How are you gonna sit here?
I'm
And,
finna continue to slander. Stop
you
it.
just said you're gonna let me talk, but you continue to talk. How are you gonna sit here and
No,
say?
let Oronde talk.
Here we
I don't
go.
want to hear nothing from you again.
That's too bad.
I'm tired of your slander.
How are you gonna?
Anyways, let me
One thing-
finish.
no.
before
I have
y'all-
one
Let
more
Oronde
point.
finish.
I'm gonna
Let me
make one
finish.
point, and I'm gonna stop talking about it. How are you gonna sit here and say that he has a better playoff percentage of winning, but he has the same amount of Super Bowls? That
But
point
what
is
is Breeze?
invalid.
What is Breeze player percentage?
That point is invalid. So
All right,
now,
then. No,
Oronde,
it's
you
not
can
invalid.
talk. I'm
You
done
can't
talking
talk
about it.
Either
about
one
it.
of y'all
Breeze
are
is not
y'all
doing the same
both
thing in the playoffs.
you're both
He's
on a
not
level
contributing
playing
either.
field regardless. Anyways, as I was saying,
What about
I believe Rodgers can get it done one last time. I
Exactly.
don't think he's gonna.
Thank you.
I don't think he's gonna pull a Marino and go, oh, for how many? Also, Marino's ego is way bigger than Rodgers.
Is
what-
it though? Yeah,
That's
it is.
what it is. It is.
Right.
It is. I have stories about Marino.
No,
but
yeah, I know from some of
as
them.
I was saying, I think Rodgers can get it done one last time. If he doesn't get it after this next season, I don't think he can do it again. Because at that point, it's going to be past his proverbial prime. 2, he's probably going to be too disheartened to really get back into it. And or 3, there's just not going to be any more good opportunities for a winning team that just needs a quarterback.
Okay, so is he gonna stay?
They just made 19 million. I think 19. No, they just made 10 million in cap space, so they only have to get rid of about 20 now, or restructure and move around.
Well,
20
aren't they trying
just to get back to even?
Didn't they say
But
they're going to let Devontae just test free agency? I know that is a factor to Rodgers coming
they're
back.
gonna let him test it, but
and they're gonna
they're
pay
still gonna
Rodgers
have
45,
Cobb.
right?
They're gonna have Cobb come back. They're probably gonna void this year and restructure that if he signs like a 3-year deal, because they can save so much money if he does that. I just think that they have the opportunity. They have one more opportunity with this current cap crunch.
We also talking about getting rid of our center backs. I know we was talking about getting rid of Kevin King.
Are you gonna?
King will save you $5 million.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
sign?
we was talking about that.
Are you signing Rodgers to $45 million a year?
I mean, they're already paying Kirk Cousins that much.
Well, but it's a different climate. I mean, Rodgers should. I mean, in this point in his career where he's trying to get a ring or another ring,
because he's already made so much money, and his cap hit next season will be $46.664 million.
He's not gonna take a pay cut, is he?
He could.
If he wants his ring,
He'll take a pay cut.
Do we really think he's gonna take a pay cut?
I
If he
believe
wants to win, he
He's
needs to
already
think
been
about
paid.
He
it.
wants to win, yeah.
he's already been paid.
We'll see. I personally just don't think he will. I just
think that way a lot of Rodgers think. Okay.
he
So,
just not the type
over
of person
his
to take a pay cut.
career-
What are you talking about?
over his career up until October, Rodgers has made $220 million.
He could take a pay cut.
So is he? He has one more year on his contract.
I believe it's 1.
Yeah, one.
And if he doesn't do it this season, is he done? Because what, he's 36,
If he
37?
doesn't get it done, there's only 2 options: he retires or he goes to a quarterback ready team.
Yeah.
Someone's going to absorb that contract, like Indianapolis did with Carl Wentz,
I think they can just
or
they're
with
gonna dump him,
Tennessee. Or with Tennessee and Tannehill. Someone's going to absorb that money.
Yeah.
And then void it and then make it more cap friendly. Regardless, he'll still make around $10 million at the minimum. but he's also going to put that team in a much better winning position.
Yeah, I guess. What are some more guys who just missed this top 5 list?
This is kind of tough.
Elway.
Yeah.
Elway.
Young?
Maybe Aikman.
Yeah.
I didn't have Aikman that high.
But I know, but why
I put
is
Johnny
it, okay,
Unitas over Aikman.
Just a question.
Yeah.
Just a question. Why is Elway, Aikman not ranked that high?
I think because of his team. He had literally like the greatest running back in Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin.
I don't think any I think Troy Aikman at most is probably like up to like 13.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm looking at 15 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, because I just find it. I mean, they won a Super Bowl, didn't they? Won a couple.
Yeah, does he have 3?
Yeah.
And so I just felt like, I was talking to somebody the other day, last night actually, and I don't know if they
At least
misheard.
the only thing he has going for him is that he is 3 for 3 in Super Bowls.
Yeah. And I think they might have misheard my question, but I was like, top 5 quarterbacks of all time, and this person said, y'all gonna be shocked when I say this name, Terry Bradshaw. And
I think he's so overrated.
Oh, well, no, he 100% is. I mean, his numbers are bad. I mean, not even bad's an understatement. His numbers are terrible.
Some places have Bradshaw up to like 18.
All right. Oh my gosh. He had Hall of Fame defense. What I mean, Hall of Fame defense, they all are Hall of Famers. And his first season stats in the NFL? I know it's his first season, but I'm just gonna say him anyway. He had 6 touchdowns and 24 interceptions.
Yeah.
And the year that he won.
Sound like Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. I mean, the year he won MVP, that's pretty funny. The year he won MVP, he had 28 touchdowns, 20 picks. I mean, like the interception to so his interception to touchdown ratio was 200. Well, touchdown to interception ratio was 212 to 210. What?
That sounds like Favre numbers, but Favre was just way more talented.
Yeah, Favre was just better. But that's ridiculous. Wait, what's Favre's? His spread.
I think it's 508 to 336.
He's pretty close. Yeah.
He's 303. It's 528 to 303 receptions.
Another one. Did we say Dan Marino as
I
another
said Dan
top 5?
Marino. I said Dan Marino.
I don't think he was, man. I don't think he was top 5. I just personally, I would probably rather take Brett Favre than Dan Marino.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying he could make it in there.
Because
just like Burrow, he did make it in his second season of playing.
I was about to say, because looking at it, I mean, if we're gonna be real, his first 4 to 5 seasons were good or arguably great, and then after that they were pretty much not good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, part of that because he was on the Dolphins, but
Damn.
part of it because he just
most of his awards just came from one season though.
exactly. I mean, he got MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. Second season, and then All Pro the season after that, and then Pro Bowl 1, 2, 7 times.
No, 9 times.
Doesn't he still have just about every Dolphins passing record still?
That's the Dolphins I'm talking about. They're not good. They're not going nowhere fast.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine? And this might be a little off topic, but could you imagine if Brian Flores got Justin Herbert and he played good? I mean, the way he plays with that Dolphins team.
They would have probably took at least another 2 AFC titles from the Patriots then.
No, this is just very flat. I mean, because he had him for 3 seasons. I mean, or 2 seasons. He was there for 2 seasons, and Flores was there for 3, but he had the quarterback for 2 seasons. I arguably think after that first year, he would have figured out what he has, Flores, what he has and what he needs, and he would have built a team around Justin Herbert, and they would have been. I mean, they could argue. They could arguably have been Joe Burrow.
I think they wanted Burrow first.
Really?
Oh, they offered like 3
Or-
first-rounders for that
Yeah.
pick.
Wow,
They wanted Burrow, didn't get Burrow, but wouldn't listen to Flores and take Herbert.
bro.
That is right.
That's the dumbest thing.
So they
What?
went 0 for 2 on picking a better quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But look at now.
I like-
Flores got
I
a
like
job in
Tagovailoa.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
But
That's
he
pretty dope.
needs a specific. I like Tagovailoa. Tagovailoa.
Say his
But
first.
he needs
Say
a
it all together.
specific
Tua.
Tua Tagovailoa.
That's pretty funny.
He needs a specific system, just like Lamar Jackson. It needs to be built for two-way playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
also needs somebody who wants him to play, but that's a question for another day. He needs the system though.
is it me that
like-
Tua seem like a head case sometimes?
No.
Or is it
He never really has the time. When he has the time, he makes great reads, just like he did in Bama.
Mm-hmm.
But he could
I-
use a line and a two tight end system, like when Cam was taking over league in 2015, before they
Yeah, exactly.
took away his two tight end system for some reason.
I mean, it's because Bama plays such a certain way. Every year they play a certain way, and that's get really fast receivers with big arm quarterbacks. And I mean, they torch teams.
I mean, Mac Jones is not a big arm quarterback.
Well, I mean, in the Bama system, he is though.
Well, think about it. In the Bama system, it's not the QB that makes the team. It's
Well,
the linemen, the running backs, and the
yeah.
wide receivers.
Well,
The QB just has the time to make the right throws.
I mean that's the
And
point.
our QB is like Bryce Young, who can launch that thing.
I mean, I don't know if we're out topic. We're talking about quarterbacks. Do we think he has like potential to be a really good QB in this league?
Mac
Bryce Young?
Jones.
No. Bryce Young.
I think he needs to develop a little more.
I think he's a little
I don't-
small.
I
Doesn't
don't
mean he's
really-
a little small.
Small don't mean none. You got
I know,
No.
but he just looks like
Russ.
a small kid. You said
I
Russ?
mean- Yeah, Russ is small. Look
What?
at him.
Not in height wise. He just looks
I'm
skinny.
about to say.
Nah, that's not a problem. Justin Herbert built like a twig. Trevor Lawrence built
No,
like
don't
a
disrespect Herbert. Herbert got that.
twig. I said built like a twig. I didn't say he wasn't strong. I mean, look
He's
at Trevor
tall.
Lawrence. He looks like a
Yeah.
toothpick wrapped in
Trevor Lawrence
electrical
is a good
tape.
one.
I mean, he's been on. I mean, I've been saying about Trevor for forever as well. So I don't know, but no, I do think I like Josh Allen a lot. I like Josh Allen. I like what's his name?
Are we going back to who can make the top 5?
Yeah.
Okay, to me it's probably Mahomes and Allen right now.
Mahomes and Allen.
That's it.
If Spanos can get a better coaching staff under Brandon Staley in San Francisco and
That's
LA Chargers, I
Mhm.
think Herbert can be added to the list sooner rather than later.
100%.
But until-
I have been on Herbert train for about 2 seasons now. I'm not getting off. I think if he can get a good coaching staff and a good and that team can just be complete, like the Bengals are, I think they can do the same exact thing the Bengals just did. Easily.
Mhm.
And that's
Mhm.
that's for Lamar Jackson as well. That's for
Kyler.
ooh. Speaking of, I'm gonna stop my track, right? So what does he need?
Not Cliff Kingsbury.
An O-line.
And
I
O-line. I
think
agree.
Cliff Kingsbury.
I agree
I
with
think
that.
Kingsbury just needs to be an OC.
So you think it's a
Yeah.
coach?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
It's always been the
okay.
coach.
We've talked about this. Kingsbury, he can't sustain a full season of greatness. It's always
Yeah.
the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's because we have talked about this. I think it's because, and I'm gonna say what you said last time we talked about this, is that he's so flat and so predictable. Like the first half of the season, it works perfectly. And then you get to the second half of the season after someone's been able to watch film on you and you get stuck at the same exact thing that you do every week. And he's just not been able to adjust his playbook calling or anything. And so he gets into that situation where he's at now.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I really like one of the big points I was gonna make today, and I hope y'all don't burn me to the stake for this. But how do we feel? I don't know if it's too early yet about Joe Burrow being better than Patrick Mahomes.
Oh God,
Too early.
way too early.
I think it's too early, but at the
I
same
don't think it's
time,
way too early.
I don't
Say-
mind the take already.
Mm-hmm.
Because only reason I said I was talking to a Chiefs fan, and we were talking about I think we were talking about quarterbacks, the young ones and the ones that are developing and this and that and where they are in their careers at the beginning of it. And we were just thinking like Joe Burrow last year was showing glimpses of what he did this season before he went down. And for him now to come back the season after tearing an ACL, which a lot of players don't come back and easily do this. But he came back and got his team to the Super Bowl and arguably could have won the Super Bowl if he had 2 seconds or a millisecond to throw a deep bomb to
Jamar Chase.
And did all that while getting sacked 70 times.
Y'all boy Jalen Ramsey in the Super Bowl, by the way.
But not even that. This is his second season, so if he keeps keeping it up and giving that pressure to Mahomes, then he might.
Mahomes did have his first season off too, though.
So far, he
Technically.
beat Mahomes
He
twice.
did.
So
I'm just saying.
I haven't lost to
I
Mahomes.
think you should be on the forecast because the way like Mahomes is looking right now, he's looking like he knows he's the best, and like an ego is building like within him right now. It's like he knows he's good and he doesn't have to listen to anybody type thing. And I think once superstar players get to that level, they start to get in their head about how good they are and what they can and can't and don't do.
See,
and
but
don't have to do.
Burrow came into the league with that mentality.
Well, and that's the point. Like Burrow is that good because his ego, his drive, all of that stuff, like that fuels his game. When Mahomes now he didn't come into the league just now winning a Heisman or just now winning a national championship. He came into the season as because where was he picked at? Like 16?
15, 16.
And so he came into the season as a, mid first round pick with potential, but no one really knows what he can and can't do. He sat for his first season, and so that took all the pressure off him. But now you got you got $500 million. Now you have to show every season that you deserve the $500 million. And I think right now it's starting to get into him, and it's kind of obvious that it's getting to him.
Who knows?
But I don't know. I listen. I like all the young kids these days. I think we have a very bright future in the AFC when it comes to quarterbacks. What is the NFC doing? I mean, who do they have when it comes to quarterbacks?
Kyler.
Kyler.
I think
Is that it for the young guys?
For young, I'll say Dak, Kyler.
Ooh, Dak.
Yeah.
Dak, Kyler. Who else in the NFC that's young and good?
Dak, Kyler.
I would say.
How about this?
I think if he have a better team, he will. But I will say Jalen Hurts.
I was just gonna say that.
I would say
Or-
Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts.
Jalen
He has
Hurts.
potential.
What about
man.
Justin Fields?
I
What
forgot
about
about
Fields?
I got to see him
I'm not
play
gonna
more,
lie.
and they got rid of Nagy, so we see
We gotta see him without him getting killed.
this year. We'll see.
I got a funny one.
Next
I got a funny one. Daniel Jones, maybe.
Danny Dimes.
potential. He has potential.
I want to see what he does this season. That's it. I don't really have anything else. I just want to see what he does this season.
Zach Wilson
Can we
as
get
well.
another 100-yard run without him tripping?
I mean, if they can get that
That's
together.
Zach Wilson's AFC.
Oh shoot, yeah, the Jets. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Okay, since we mentioned him, he's so fun to watch
Zach.
when he's not getting killed too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of plays with Carl Wentz's recklessness just a little bit better.
I mean, I think it really shows how much offensive line is needed.
Yeah.
Very true. It's important.
I do want to say something before we move on, though.
Go ahead. Well, I think this episode we're just gonna talk about quarterbacks a lot for the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay, so I do. Even though we're talking about all time, I have this season as well, top 5 this
Yeah, go ahead.
season. I got Brady, Rodgers, Burrow, Allen, and then the 5 is between Herbert and Mahomes.
I don't think Herbert. I love Herbert a lot. Y'all know that. I don't think Herbert. I think you have to get to Mahomes.
Wait, is this the season we just had or upcoming?
This season we just had.
Mahomes at 4?
I mean, he said Brady, Rodgers,
Burrow.
You have. I think that's an automatic lock on top 3.
That's an automatic 3 right there. And then the 4 and 5, I put Allen over Mahomes.
See, I would put Allen at 3. Like, I'm sorry.
Over
Burrow.
And why is
Allen's
that?
a better because Allen's just a better QB.
That's tough. I see that. I really do. I see your
even
point.
though they got eliminated, you can argue Allen had the best playoff performance for a QB out of all the QBs in the playoffs. Can we agree?
Do y'all want to? So when y'all finish, do y'all want to know the PFF rankings for QBs this season?
Wasn't Burrow one?
Upcoming season?
No, Burrow was 3.
Burrow was pretty high. I know
For
that.
the upcoming
Burrow
season,
was
or last
not
season?
this past season.
Okay.
So the complete rank, I'm just going to like 15.
Yeah.
So we've got, in order 1 to 15, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Murray, Herbert, Jackson, Burrow, Brady, Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, Trey Lance, Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford, Justin Fields, Ryan Tannehill.
Why is Trey Lance up there?
What is this list?
I was about to say, where are you reading this off of?
How is I don't okay. Listen, I love this guy, and there's no slander from me at all. But Kyler just doesn't play good,
I wouldn't put Kyler above Rodgers and none
and
of
it's
them.
not
I could
because
see
of
that.
him. I'm not saying it's because of him. It's because of his offensive line. But he just
How do they calculate those stats? Like
Right.
the PFF rankings?
This is not off stats. This is purely off like the QB play without having to deal with O-line play.
Who is this? What is this off? What is this?
I
source
don't
off?
know about that.
You're so dumb.
What's the sources off?
It's a bad list.
Ain't no way.
Oh, I read the wrong one.
I was about to
Oopsies.
say that
I was
doesn't sound
going
right.
second. Ain't no way.
I read the wrong one. My bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was lost. I was
Who was that list?
Kyler over Rodgers, Brady, and all of them. Ain't no way.
That was the fantasy list. I clicked the wrong one.
See, look at you. Look at you. I was about to say. No way, Kyler above all of them.
I threw y'all for a
It
loop.
makes sense at 3 though for fantasy.
I was stuck on the Kyler.
That's
I was
very
really stuck
true.
on that. I'm like, huh?
That's very true. Okay, my bad. PFS playoff and quarterback rankings: Brady, Rodgers, Herbert, Burrow,
Thank you.
Josh Allen, Matthew
Wait,
Stafford.
slow that
Who
down.
they put Herbert third?
Whoa.
Wait.
Herbert
Okay,
is
do 5 at a
third.
time. Do 5 at a time so my brain can process.
Okay, Brady, Rodgers, Herbert,
Wow.
Burrow, Josh Allen.
I would
That's
put
1
Burrow
through
over
5.
Herbert.
Interesting.
Just for this season, I would put Burrow over that.
Well, I think I would say not just for the season. Listen, I think seeing that Joe Burrow can do what he did and lead that team to where he led them, I think you automatically have to put him levels. I mean, like you have to hold him to that Super Bowl standard.
And Mahomes didn't even make top 5, which I could agree because I didn't want to put him top 5 either. But
And I think
Oh, you're gonna love where Mahomes is.
well, and I think
True.
next season, if he goes even to like AFC Championship game, Joe Burrow I'm talking about, I think you automatically have to cement him in that top 5.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this list is interesting. I'm gonna read the whole thing for y'all too.
all right, so that's
Your
5.
next
Now read the
5.
rest.
Matthew Stafford, Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's your next
I
5.
don't
They put
mind
him
that 5.
10th.
I don't mind that.
They put him 10th.
That's
Oh,
fine.
Let me tell you why. Because he didn't have a good start to the season.
He didn't. They
Those
started off bad.
those first 5 to 8 games weren't good,
Mm-hmm.
and so I get that. I get that. But he
Your
did
next
have a good playoff run, and
All right, so what's the 10 to
your
15?
next 5. Jalen Hurts, Jimmy Garoppolo, Ryan Tannehill, Mac Jones, Teddy Bridgewater.
Agreed.
I'm fine with that.
Wait, who were the first 2?
Jalen
Hurts and Garoppolo.
Garoppolo's too high for me, but
He
What
also
you say?
played
Drop him a little bit more?
of the top 15. Garoppolo played the least amount of snaps.
Yeah, I don't know what who's up there.
Did he really?
Yeah, 493.
Even less than my guy?
Well, I'm talking about the top 15 out of all the players.
I'm talking about
Taysom.
like you said
I would
Jameis
put.
Winston, right?
Ooh,
Jameis Winston, that's what you said, right? At 15?
No,
who's at
15
15?
is Teddy B. Winston's
was-
not on here.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would switch Garoppolo with Mac Jones, but that's it.
No, I wouldn't put.
I would
him
say
above-
no
I won't put
because
Mac
there's
over him.
I say no because there was a couple games where Mac Jones couldn't get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And Garoppolo could.
He beat the Packers.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
that's
beat the
playoffs,
Packers.
though.
He did not beat the Packers. Special
Anyways, before y'all start that,
I'm not.
next
I'm done.
5:
I got my nuts.
Lamar Jackson, Derek Carr,
Whoa.
Taysom Hill,
Lamar
Russell
got
Oh,
Wilson,
hurt.
no. Oh,
Lamar
Carson
got hurt.
Wentz.
Lamar got hurt.
That's
I will-
why.
Yeah.
That's factored in.
Taysom Hill should not be up there.
Taysom Hill higher than the rest of the quarterbacks at 210 plays.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, no.
Say your name.
Your next 5. Wait,
They was doing good. They was doing
S-
good until they got
say-
to the end.
Say those again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, Derek Carr, Taysom Hill, Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz.
Russell Wilson and Carson Wentz. I'm
Well,
fine.
Russ was hurt. Russ was hurt for like
Russ
half
was
the
hurt.
season.
Lamar was hurt.
It depends on who else is on his list.
Carson
Bro,
Wentz sprained both his
Carr-
ankles on the same play.
Carr is low-key disrespected right there.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
did top
yeah.
five.
He should be top 10. Or not top 10.
He should
Top
be
15.
like top
He should be
15.
Top 15.
Like-
he top
like-
15.
I'd swap. I'd personally
He should be
swap
above Teddy
Tannehill with
Bridgewater
Dark
for sure.
Hill. I would swap Tannehill with Derek Carr.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a point.
All
I
right.
think if,
Your next 5: Tua Tagovailoa, Matt
Oh.
Ryan, Daniel Jones, Baker Mayfield, Taylor Heineke.
Baker should be back.
Heineke should be lower or higher,
Yeah. I'll take Honey over Baker.
but like barely higher.
Yeah,
no,
I'd
just
swap
replace,
Baker and
just replace
Heineke,
Baker.
'cause-
No, just replace
Just
Baker.
because
and Heineke.
Mayfield
Yeah.
got hurt and then tried to play through injury rather than just sitting the rest of the season because it was a
Yeah,
contract
true.
year.
well, my theory, well, not my theory, my opinion on playing through injury is if you're going to be on the field, you can't give them an excuse.
Mhm.
He didn't give an excuse, but he
No,
at
I'm talking
least,
about you.
he already,
You
he at
give an
least already started his surgery, and it's going to be good next season.
Man, get out of here with these.
Baker's still gonna be a bum. Okay, well, no.
I- Personally,
take too
I
long
like
for
Baker,
Baker
so
Slater to start tonight.
I'm holding out hope for Baker. I'm going to be honest.
I'm holding out hope for Baker. Well, next year's a contract year, so he better have all the hope in God.
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to just name the rest of them.
Yeah.
Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff, General Mills, Sam Darnold, Ben Roethlisberger, and Zach Wilson.
I'll give Mills over Lawrence.
I agree.
Wait,
General Mills.
I will put him over on Trevor Lawrence.
who was before General Mills?
Jared Goff.
He should
Jared
be last.
That's what I'm saying.
Ah,
Him or Big Ben should be last.
That's all I'm about to say.
Big
I will
Ben
put
is second to
I will
last.
put Mills over them.
Okay,
Ben
Big
played
Ben needs to be
terrible.
last.
Ben played terrible, man.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, I would put Zach Wilson over Big Ben.
He retired, right?
Mm.
I'd put him over Darnold too.
Oh Lord, that's bad.
Technically,
Darnold's
his grade,
bad, dude.
technically, Zach Wilson's grade rank is higher than Ben Roethlisberger's, but the rest of his stats are so low that he's at the bottom.
Well, because he got injured. He was out for a couple weeks, right? Or not?
Yeah.
He was out for like 5 to 6.
He gave us elite Mike White for one week.
Oh yeah, that was that was the Europe game, the England game.
Yep.
That was a good week,
No, that was the yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My
man.
boy tore it up.
I think
The London Bowl.
yeah,
The London Tank Bowl.
one of the final questions, I think, or unless I got something else to say. I mean, like, how much do we miss football right now? Because this past week was the first week without football, right?
197 days of football left.
Man, that's tough.
I'm just ready for the
But
free
we-
agency and
we
draft.
So what's so funny about
I'm-
this podcast is that we will be recording when free agency starts. because it starts on March 16th, which is 3 weeks away from now. So on the day that free agency opens, we will be here recording, and I'm excited to see the phones ringing and going off. Because I think it starts at like 3:00 EST, free agency or something, right?
I will have Rap Sheets notifications turned on.
Oh, yeah,
same.
Trackers notifications turned on. Shams notifications turned on. I'm about to be on my phone the entire time.
Oh, it's gonna be. I'm pretty excited for that day.
I don't think y'all understand how ready I will be.
No, that's literally that's like one of my favorite days of the year is when free agency opens for anybody, for any and every sport. I just love seeing the movement like go around. It just makes me happy.
It could be a good and a bad thing.
Why?
Because I just want to see what Pack is gonna do.
Any bold predictions before we leave about where someone goes or where no one goes?
I got nothing.
I think the Saints
see.
from Jameis Winston.
I think Garoppolo will stay in San Francisco.
I don't think so. I think
That's my bold prediction.
Is Kirk Cousins staying?
Kirk Cousins is staying.
I've been
Kirk
hearing
Cousins.
stuff.
Kirk's
I
not
hope
going
he stays.
Kirk not going nowhere.
Yeah, Kirk.
They just got rid of their coach. Why would they get rid of him?
There's a reason. There's another reason why he's staying, because he's getting paid. So
Yeah, exactly.
That too.
So
Like
the current top QB candidates and their current cap situations. You got Jimmy G at 27 million, Carson Wentz at 28, Goff at 31. He's not going anywhere though. Russell Wilson at 37, Tannehill 38, technically Deshaun Watson at 40.4, Kirk Cousins at 45, Rodgers at 46.6, and Matt Ryan at 48.6.
So so anyone, I think I was watching some stuff earlier today on that. So we can talk about this before we leave this episode. The Sean Watson situation. Do we think he will like what's our opinion on it? Like what do we think will happen there?
I don't want to say anything until we finish legal stuff, because he has one. There's been one more update. He only can testify, I think, to 9.
Jesus.
9 accusers, I believe. Just 9 of the 22. So that's going to happen within the next month or so, which should wrap up or settle before March 8th.
I know he wants everything done. I know with him because he's losing money. Let's be real, he's losing money. And, football isn't
He's still getting paid by being on the team, but not as much as he should be.
Well, yeah, I'm just like, football is something that you can't just leave for a couple of years and jump right back into it. And so I think he needs to really be like, listen, whatever y'all need me to do, let me do it. I know I didn't do this, or whatever the case may be. I'm not on any sides. But I think he needs to find a way to get back to football like now.
I haven't seen much of it through the wire, but he's been training.
How good do we think he's going to be when he comes back? If he comes back,
I mean, he never got injured. I don't think he fell off. I think he didn't fall off.
I think he'll be fine. I mean, the first couple of games will be rough, but I think he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But I know this doesn't really have to do with it, but once the Rodgers situation's done, then we're going to hear a lot more from Watson. That's what I think. So if Rodgers retires, leaves, stays, who knows?
He's getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. He's very confusing. Very.
Yeah, he's had like a couple different interviews this past week. Like
one minute he's talking about retiring.
Some of them's like retirement. Some of them's like I'm coming back. Some of them's like I don't know.
It's weird. I think he's heartbroken about that relationship. That's what I think. Because that man there, he's getting.
Aren't we all, Rodgers? Aren't we all?
Can we end it? Can we end this before we get too sucked into the rabbit hole of talking about Rodgers?
Yes.
No, we're not. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that anymore tonight. Yeah, man. That's it. I mean, I think because the quarterback position is the most important position. I think it's so much fun to talk about, the past, the present, and the future of quarterbacks and in our league. But yeah, man, that's all I got for today, man. I appreciate y'all for listening. If you made it this far, thank y'all guys for coming on. And yeah, I've been your host, Davion.
I've been Eli.
I'm Matt.
I'm Oronde.
And this has been the post game.